So I decided to get back on like I promised y'all. So I am going to be giving you some extra guidance. This is a wonderful day. Peace, y'all. It's a rainy day in Pennsylvania. So I hope y'all can hear the rain sounds. Okay? So I'll try to keep my voice soft so y'all can hear the birds and the rain sounds. Okay? All right. And the kitty cats, hi Flick. Yeah. You talking? You talking to everybody? Hi Flicky. Want mommy pick you up? Okay, we're gonna get into the video topic in a moment. Let me get Flick on video here. Hi, Boo Boo. Hi, Boo Boo. Yes. What do you want? You want treats? I'll give you some in a minute. No, no, no. You're not getting on the table, Flicky. No. Give me a minute, okay, Bart? I know you want affection. It's an affectionate time of day. Okay. My cats, they love to get affection before their treats. They like, rub me, mommy. You want some treats? So while we're waiting for more people to come in, I'm gonna give my cat some treats. But I do want to tell y'all that the enemy want you to trip up this close to the finish line. So some of y'all are so close to the finish line, and you're going to be tested. Okay, you're going to have people trying to battle you, argue with you. They're watching your money. People are watching your energy. They're checking on the cards. They're cross watching you in the psychic community today. So they're getting triggered. They're going to set up fake accounts and come for your throat chakra. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. This is what I've been burning for my throat chakra. This candle here, green. Okay. Believe it or not, trolls, they don't like healthy green. When you put fresh green in their face, it irritates their demons. So if you want to push back earthbound spirits, and if you want to kick coworkers out of your energy, burn a green candle that says energy. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna get my cat some treats in a minute. I'll be right back. I gotta go ahead and get this coffee. I was making coffee. I almost forgot I was making coffee, y'all, with my French presser. Enjoy the sounds. Throat chakra being cleared out. People this week have been very opinionated, trying to force their belief on other people, and they need to stop it because it's causing chaos. No chaos today, y'all. You don't have to believe in other people's belief, but please keep it peaceful. Okay, hi everybody. Yeah, Saturn energy, retrogrades coming through, y'all. So if you're starting a new job, you may find that you're dealing with toxic coworkers. You may get a job, but you'll find that you're being tested or micromanaged. You may be ready to quit. Don't quit. It's just the Saturn energy in the retrograde coming through. So if you get a job right now and you're working in this little group and everybody has they're acting like a hive mind around you or they're treating you like the outsider, that's going to happen during retrograde with Saturn. Yeah. Okay. So this is why call your boo up, speak to your minister right now, plan some time to go see your priest. Literally schedule in some solitude and praying time because you're going to need it. Okay. Yo, I got some solitude time scheduled already. I ain't even playing. I heard, who can I run to to fill this empty space? Who can I run to? Yeah, y'all. That's okay. Outsiders get the work done. Outsiders, we get the work done faster, don't we? And better. We don't need to be we don't need to fit in. That's okay. That's okay. Cuz I see it happening to me already. I noticed that it's happening to me on Substack. I noticed that some people are so determined to fit in that they're gravitating towards people who are already popular on Substack. I said, okay, I see how Substack is working this week. Everybody chasing popularity. They thirsty for some coins that they're willing to kiss any booty out here. It's a lot of booty kissing going on this week just to fit in. I ain't kissing nobody's butt to fit in. I ain't doing it. Hi everybody. Oh, thank you. I'm still learning, y'all. I'm micro learning. I could be too much sometimes, y'all. I could do too much. I could do too much. So I have been learning how to learn a little bit at a time. When I was trying to learn how to sing like whole songs, I was collapsing. I'm just taking my time, y'all. Little steps, y'all, for real. Even in your relationships, be like, we're going to do this. We're going to slow this down. You know that song? Slow it down. I don't need nobody to hear the sound. This love is a quiet affair. I like that song. Slow it down. Hear the sound. This love is a quiet affair. I was listening to Luther Vandross this week and I was learning from him. I noticed that the Luther Vandross, when he sings, he doesn't apply any pressure. Like he's kind of like he sings like a bird. Like he just lets the notes fly out, but just focus on staying in the voice that is him. So I think we missed out with Luther Vandross. I think Luther Vandross would have been a wonderful vocal teacher. He would have taught people to trust their natural voice. You know, because self hate, y'all, self hate can affect progress. You know, when you don't like your own voice, nothing will work out. That's why I started doing stream of consciousness writing more so that I could find my own voice, like find the little my little voice that's always there when other people's voices are louder than me. You know, that's the beauty of stream of consciousness. You get to hear the voice in your subconsciousness that you have oppressed due to self-hate or insecurity. That voice that you suppress in you, that you do not let come to your top of your consciousness, that voice is actually the missing piece to your success. It's the missing piece, y'all. Jack Cork was right. Jack Cork was right. You can always clean the stuff up. You can always clean it up. You can always play it back, find out where you need to clean it up. But at least you got the missing pieces. At least you found out what you were hiding from yourself about you. That's the wonderful thing. You know, when I started doing stream of consciousness writing in my journal this week again, I started realizing that I'm actually a person that likes to ask questions. I never thought that I was a person that would just ask a random question. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, my muse is a person that asks questions, thirsty for knowledge. I always thought I was someone who gave knowledge, but I never knew I was like this little kid that always pop up with a question. But I found out through stream of consciousness. So do stream of consciousness today. One thing about stream of consciousness is that it is protection. You don't really care about anyone telling you what to do. The rules is off the table. You're free. You're free. Do you know people hate people who do stream of consciousness. When you just go free flow, people will be like, make fun of you because they're jealous because they're not free. They're not free. When you just focus on your own lane and you just be like, you might even throw up the peace sign as you're running. See, that stream of consciousness. When you do that, people get jealous. There's this one famous Olympic runner. She recently won. I forget her name, but she turns to the camera sometime and she winks at the camera as she's running. But the funny thing about it, if we didn't have the cell phones and cameras we have today, we would have never known that our Olympic people, they are still free, even though they're in the same race. Why be in the same race if you're doing it like everybody else? I don't like it. Like, I feel like I'm just a robot, and it's like, well, I know what I'm going to get because I did it just like you. No, I don't want to know what I'm going to get. That's why I do it differently. Hi, everybody. Exactly. You know your limits. You know when you do stream of consciousness, creative energy in anything, you know when you are getting egotistical, when you're trying too hard. You know when you're crossing your own boundaries. You can see it. It comes out in stream of consciousness. You can see when you were trying too hard. You can see when you were, letting God speak through you. You can see it all. And you actually start to believe in magic. You'd be like, maybe magic do exist. Because how did I do this? I don't even know how I did this. You look at the stream of consciousness and you see these lines and you're like, how did I do this? Or you do stream of consciousness art, or you do stream of consciousness videos, and you're like, how did I even do that? It's just really wild. I decided I'm going to experiment with stream of consciousness hairstyling. I know that's wild because people are so critical of hair, but I don't want my hair twisted like everybody else's. Today I put something on randomly. I'm like, maybe this match, maybe it don't. But hey, somebody gonna like it. Somebody like it. With someone don't love, somebody else like. I have a family member who literally puts anything together on. And people be like, yeah, she dressed to kill. But she never cares about matching. What if we all just stop matching? We'd all pretty much show that we have a genius in us. If we ever thought we wasn't gifted, it would come through. Let's just stop matching, y'all. Let's just stop matching. Hi, everybody. Somebody said, did he say well? How you doing? I like Rasputia, y'all. Me and Rasputia could be friends. From Norbit, we could be friends, y'all. Because I don't mind messy people. I don't mind them. You know how some people are sensitive to messy people? I'm not. I got a lot of messy people in my family. My little sister the other day was like, if you can survive in our family, you can survive anywhere. I say, because we got nothing but Rasputias. We got like 4 Rasputias in just one generation in my family. Every time we go to parties, I'm just surrounded by Rasputias. I feel like Norbit every time. I be like, but I learned to just laugh about it and be like, I like me Rasputias. Actually, we can be cool. Okay. I know she could be hit below the belt, but it don't bother me. Let's work it out. I had a best friend who was Rasputia. I grew up with the Rasputia. Me and her was close. And people used to be like, how can you hang out with her? I used to be like, that's her. That's the way she is. She's free. She's being free. If she's toxic, she's toxic. At least she's free. If someone be like, you're toxic, be like, but I'm free though. I'm free. That's right. If you have a nasty attitude, you might as well keep it, because it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out accidentally anyway. Seriously, when you try to change your natural personality traits, people will say something off about you. People will literally be like, you fake, and you'll be like, no, I'm not. But people can sense when you try to fake a personality. They can tell. People can tell that. So you might as well just keep it real and let your true colors Shine through. True colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show. Serious. I didn't sing Come to the North. Come to the North. You'll see a lot of people showing their true colors. The North ain't for everybody. You be looking at people like, whoa, everybody different here. I was walking down the street yesterday. I saw somebody with objects in their locks. I've never seen this, y'all. Somebody had a patch. Somebody had a skull patch in their hair. You know, like those little patches you win when you go on when you go into the little programs when you're a kid and you get a patch for hunting. Somebody had a skull patch stuck to their locks, and they had little objects. I said, woo! Then I saw somebody walking down the street in a Hobbit outfit. I ain't even lying, y'all. This guy was full Hobbit. Okay, he was dressed like the big dude from Harry Potter. You know, the big dude, the one teacher. He was dressed like him. It was not Halloween, y'all. This was a regular day. He was dressed like the big dude from Harry Potter. And he literally had this baby doll hanging on his back. Like it was hanging right here. And he had other little doll heads strapped to his waist. But the dolls, they looked like somebody like hurt them. They had like one eye, stitches in their face. He had beat up baby dolls hanging from him. Y'all, no lie. I was like, I said, Point Park College ain't to be played with. Because, you know, we got Point Park College. And Point Park College got the Andy Warhol people. And we know how different Andy Warhol was. Andy Warhol, he said, be different, be weird. So when you come to Pennsylvania, that's all you see is like weird people. You don't think they're weird, but they're just different. Everybody just doing themselves. See, I may look weird to you looking like this, but in Pennsylvania, we have so many artists, that everybody looks different. Pennsylvania is actually pretty rainy, though. Believe it or not. We just recently started having cold days because of the polar vortex. But yeah, here come the competitive energy, y'all. Here it come. People can tell when you're about to win. People want to win so bad. They want to win. Look, there's no such thing as clean fighting. Do you know that most people are dirty fighting? You may think like, oh, they clean fought me. Man, when somebody don't win, they go right behind your back and fight you another way. People will fight you another way. They are determined to win. And they don't like it when you don't care about winning. They think that you think that somehow you got some special support because why don't you care about winning? Like, I just care about getting it done. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like baggage. Baggage puts bags under my eyes. Like, bags give me saddle bags, okay? Bags give me bags all over my body. I don't like baggage. So just get it done because it's baggage. Who cares? Like, so your book came out after everybody's. At least this baggage is done. It's done. I saw people dropping all their books yesterday on Substack. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and lay down. I'm tired. I'm going to get me some sleep. I said, I'll drop my book tomorrow. I'll publish my book tomorrow. I said, yeah, I'm probably, the horse that everybody like coming in last or whatever, but, at least the baggage is out of my head. Anything that you don't complete, that you've been thinking a lot about, is baggage. And it's driving your subconsciousness crazy. Your subconsciousness is like blah, 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 blah. If you can like know what's happening down there, it's there's so many variations of you trying to finish that project. And they're down in your subconsciousness arguing with each other. See? When something isn't finished, it doesn't even matter if it's good. It still has to be finished. If it's not finished, or you have to think it's finished, you have to feel like it's finished. If you don't get to that point, there's chaos in your subconsciousness. Every single version of you that promised to do it sinks right on down. So let's say yesterday your variation was like, the version of you was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done today. And let's say you don't do it. It sinks down. And let's say today there's a version of you right now to say, yeah, I'm gonna get it done in an hour. And you don't do it. It sinks down. So now if you've been doing this for 30 days, all those variations of you is in your subconsciousness. And they're just like arguing with each other. Like, I said I was going to do it. No, you said you were going to do it. I said. And they're all arguing. And they're creating war, like a battleship in your subconsciousness. And then all that fog from their arguing, their toxic throat chakras. Because see, anytime you don't keep a promise that you made with your throat chakra, it becomes toxic to your throat chakra. You might as well smoke the cigarette. So all those variations of you arguing down in here, they all come up. Okay? All of their toxicity, their voices come up. And then you say, I have brain fog. You say, I don't know why I can't create. Because you kept telling a damn lie to yourself. And you lied to your muse. And you lied to the angels that gave you the energy. They kept giving you the energy to get it done, but you kept on worshiping man or woman. See, when you keep letting people block your abundance and override the angels and God, you're worshiping them. See, every single time God gives you a push to do something and you get 1,000 synchronicities, the dreams is confirming it. Evidence that you can do it has already been seen. And you got all of that. And you keep on having those versions of you saying you're going to do it, and you don't do it. And you know it's the reason is because of society people or your family. You have begun to worship people. You have begun to worship people. When you let people determine when you let people determine what emotions you will celebrate, regardless if they lock you up, you are worshiping that person. Okay? This is the truth. Hi, everybody. I am y'all Libra rising in the house. Libra. But y'all know I got to put some fire in there. Y'all know I'm going to get big energy in here. I love my fire. Where my fire babies at? Y'all so underrated. People be like, I'm tired of hearing y'all mouth. We be like, yeah, but as soon as you get stuck, you want to hear it though, don't you? People be like, I'm tired of hearing your damn mouth. I be like, but as soon as you stuck, you want to hear it though. You want to hear it. I be like, that's okay, baby. You'll be calling me when that Saturn brings you to your knees. You'll be calling me. So I can say, you could do it. Soon as you get brought down to your knees, you'll be calling my fire energy. You want it then, huh? See, Rasputia had too much fire. That was her problem. She had too much fire. She wasn't she didn't know when to use her air energy. Rasputia from Norbit. She didn't know. She was just always in her fire energy, and that's why she, she was too much. She was that song by Beyonce. I walk that walk 'cause I can back it up. Ego so big. I'm not shit. I don't need no. I can sing it with piano. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's too big, it's too strong, it won't fit, it's too much. I walk that tough cause I can back it up, I can back it up. I walk this tough cause I can back it up. It's too big, it's too wide. They're getting better though, they're getting better. You know what I found out what improves your teeth? And why our ancestors didn't have to brush their teeth? Like they didn't brush our teeth as much as we do. You know why they didn't have to? Because they were getting a lot of their carbs from their underground growing vegetables. They were biting on carrots, eating the vegetables hard. So the vegetables were pulling all the plaque off their teeth. See? We tend to like boil, cook, fry our food. And so it's not removing the plaque off of our teeth. Because I started eating a lot of my stuff more solid. And then I noticed that my teeth stay whiter longer in the day. Because the vegetables are pulling the plaque off. Like carrots actually work better. Carrots work better than toothpaste. I know y'all be like, teen toothpaste. But carrots literally carrots will carrots will floss your teeth. Like they will floss your teeth. Carrots is amazing. They make you look young. They clean up your teeth. They brighten your skin. They grow your hair. I mean, where my Libras at? Y'all know y'all eating y'all carrots. My Libra empresses be like, let me have some carrots, baby. My Libra women, they be like, give me some of that celery. Let me get some of that cabbage and them carrots. Salads, y'all. Salads clean your teeth. I've been eating salads like this big every day. Y'all, these salad bowls be huge that we be firing on in here. That celery, the carrots, and the crinkly vegetables, they pull all the plaque off your teeth. Hi, everybody. Yeah, Rasputia be like, it's too big. I walk that tough cause I can back it up. I can back it up. Ego so big. I don't need no. I can sing it with piano. I was thinking about singing, y'all, and I've been learning that singing actually happens in the shape of the mouth. So like when you're like playing a musical instrument and you see how the shape of the horn part, like if you don't let the sound like resonate out of your mouth, like if your mouth is not shaped wide enough, then the singing doesn't sound good. So your mouth has to be shaped like a horn, like has to be like that. Like if you try to sing like this, just like this, it's not gonna work. Like your mouth has to be like open, so the notes sound round. Like your chin has to stay dropped. Like I don't need no beat, I can sing it with piano. Oh, 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 oh. So you're kind of keeping your jaw down. I don't need no, I can sing it with piano. If you don't keep your jaw as relaxed as you can, then the notes don't have soul to them. Your jaw has to be almost as still as you can keep it. Like your jaw can't move a lot when you're singing, or it doesn't sound good. If you ever look at Beyonce when she sings, her jaw literally doesn't move. I noticed that when she sings, her face is just kind of like, and even Brandy, when you see Brandy sing, like none of this is moving. Like once she pronounces the note, the jaw doesn't move. It's kind of just stays in the open position. With you is where I'd rather be. With you is where I'd rather be. But we're stuck in the dark. So far, so far. This long distance is killing me. I wish that you were here with me. Yeah. He wasn't man enough for me. Who do you think you are? Gotta tell the truth. Didn't marry him. Did you know I made him leave? Did you know he'll always stay with me? Tony Braxton. You said sing a little Tony, so I did. I'm not thinking about him while you marry him. Did you know I made him leave? Did you know he'll always stay with me? I don't normally sing her song, so that was a challenge, y'all. I don't normally sing Tony Braxton. Who do you think I am? I have a natural deep voice, but it's you would think that it would be easier for me to sing Tony. It's harder. It's actually harder. Because do you know often you hear yourself higher than you sound? So, I mean, lower than you sound. So when I sing Tony Braxton, I sound lower to me. So it makes me think I'm singing wrong. It makes me think I'm singing the notes wrong when I'm not. Well, to tell the truth, why'd you marry him? Did you know I made him leave? Did you know he'll always stay with me? y'all gonna make me sing some Tony Braxton up in here. I normally don't sing her songs. What's that song? She got, please, back up off of me. Let me breathe. Please, back up off of me. Her song, please, back up off of me. Let's put that on, y'all. What's TGIF mean? What does that mean, y'all? She said, please, back up off of me. Tony Braxton is so funny. She put that song out. She put that song out years ago, and now it's a hit. I know she like about time. Tony Braxton is so triggered right now. She looking at us like, don't y'all know I put that song out like 15 years ago, and now y'all gonna say y'all like it. She ain't said that though, but she triggered. Yeah. Where my Christian crew at? Y'all want some Christian songs? What's that Christian song? The one song that people be singing at funerals, because there's some funerals happening right now. There's funerals. What's that song? I forget. Go down, Moses. Go way back down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. Go down, Moses. Go way back down in. Y'all like, ooh, she about to take me to church. Some of y'all Christians is like, Miss B about to take me to church. Tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. Go down, Moses, go way back down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. I did that for the Christian women in here and the Jewish people. Somebody said, oh, you went hymns. Let's try to say it loud enough for the people in the back. People in the nosebleed section, y'all. Let's see if we can get the nosebleed people to hear it. Go down, Moses. Go way back down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. Okay, yes. We had to do it for the nosebleed people. You know, the people that's down the street. Our neighbors that we don't know. The neighbors that we don't know, but we see. We had to do that for them. Y'all. You know, the people that be watching us. Y'all, everybody got those neighbors that want to look down the street at you. Be like, and you be like, why don't you just talk to me? Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me from down the street and talk to me. Respucia in the house. Yeah. I think we need some more Respucias because people is too disrespectful out here. I feel like, y'all, we all done got a little bit too nice. I personally think that the Divine Ones have gotten too nice. My mother said this, like, she prophesized this time period. She said this a couple years ago. She said, I don't know what's happening, but the generations are getting too nice. I said, Mom. She said, we wasn't that nice. I said, I know. That's why y'all was out here marching in the streets and out here with the Black Panther movement. My mom was like, I was a Black Panther. I wasn't that nice. My mom had a little bit of Respucia in her. She didn't know, though. She had a little bit of Respucia. My mom would be like, you better like Respucia. She'd give you that same look like Respucia. Like, you better not touch my pizza. You better not touch my pizza. I'm celebrating my mom, y'all. My mom passed this week. My mother, today is my daughter's birthday. My mother was buried today. I don't know if y'all know, if I told y'all. This was the day that I buried my mom, so my mom keeps coming to my mind. She's showing me little memories of hers that I might have forgot. I remember my mom giving looks. As soon as you go to her kitchen, she look at you like, you better remember not to touch. You better remember what not to touch in my kitchen. She was a Cancer sun, so she didn't play about her kitchen. My mother was a Cancer sun sign. So she would be like, as soon as you go in her kitchen, she'd be like, what you want out of there? I'm like, what you eating? She'd be like, eggs. I used to be like, Mom, I want the same thing you're eating. Because I know you can cook, baby. You're a Cancer sun. My mom would be like, what you want out of my kitchen? And I'd be like, the same thing you're eating? She'd look at me like, girl, don't you know I can cook? I know I can cook. My mom would look at you like, I know I can cook. That don't mean I want to share it with you today. I don't share every day. Just because I'm a Cancer zodiac, I don't share. Don't mean I share every day. My mom was so tired of people thinking she want to share all the time. She'd say, so-and-so came up here and got a pot of food. So-and-so came up here and got some toilet paper. I would be like, Mom. One time I was at her house shortly before she passed, and I was like, Mom, you ain't making no potatoes or no corn? She was like, I didn't shock corn for the whole world. I ain't shocking no more corn. I'm cooked out. She was like, I'm not cooking for nobody no more. I'm cooked out. I said, yeah, let me see you. Let me see you stop cooking. You're a Cancer zodiac. You still in here cooking. You just ain't sharing. I looked at her like, you in here cooking. You hiding food away before I come in here because you don't want me to ask you for that event. And so when I would go through her icebox, she would know that I'm going to find the food that she cooked. And she would stand there in her kitchen doorway looking at me. And I would be like, I know you got some chicken soup in here because you make everything from scratch. You make everything from scratch. So I know there's some food in here. And she would be ready. She would be ready to go Rasputia on me and be like, get your damn fingers out my Frigidaire. But she never could, you know. I was using my mini me benefits. I look just like my mom. I took advantage of the benefits, y'all, because I look like her. I would look at her like, you know you can't tell this face no. She used to get mad because she couldn't tell me no because I look like her. I'd be like, soon as she go to tell me no, I would use the face card, y'all. I would be like, she'd be like, okay, daughter, you can have it. She would say, you can have it, daughter. Face card. I have some family members in my family that's jealous because I got the mama face card. My cousins, they always treated my mom like it was their mom. And my cousins were jealous of me because my mom wasn't their mom. Y'all, that's so crazy. It was mom jealousy in my family. My cousins was jealous because my mom was my mom, me and my siblings' mom, and my mom wasn't their mom. So they should try to always beat us to our own mom. Y'all, it was toxic. They would get on the phone and be like, Auntie Marianne, me and Auntie Marianne went there. I'd be like, why are you always trying to beat me to my own mom, though? I was at my mom's house pregnant, and my cousin called, and I was like, why is she calling like 9 a.m. in the morning? And my mom was like, she always call here. Just call me. I was like, she's trying to beat me to my own mom. My mom was like, stop saying that. I was like, she is. She know that I come over to see you in the mornings, and then she won't be calling before I come. She was like, Mika, stop saying that. My mommy called me Mika. Mika, stop saying that. I said, no, they trying to take my mom. That's what they trying to do. They know they got cooking diva benefits. Cooking and diva benefits. That's why they coming here. They want to come shop at my mom's house and stuff, and that's why they want her as their mom. I'm just going with the flow. Go with the flow, baby. Go with the flow. Almost. You've been in here before. Go with the flow. I'm giving downloads as I'm talking. Stories are downloads. I hate when people think somebody got to pull out a book to give a download. This is Pisces season. Share your stories. Remember your loved ones. Give tribute to the memory of your loved ones by sharing your stories. So I'm sharing things about my mom, about how when I would go to my mom's house in the morning, people that wasn't her kid used to try to beat me to my own mom. That's when you know you got the mom of moms. That's when you know you got a powerful mom. It's when you got to compete for your own mom. I should have not had to compete for my own mom. Yo, it was wild. That's why when my mom died, we got her a coffin that said mother. And I know people were like, why did we get her a coffin and say mother on it? Because she was a mom of many people. My mother was a child care provider for 30 years. 9-to-5 job for 30 years as a child care provider. Plus she had 5 kids, adopted 2. My mother had her own 5 kids, adopted 2 kids. 3 actually. She adopted my best friend too. She adopted 3 kids. plus raised her own 5 kids, plus she worked 9 to 5 childcare provider, and then on Sundays she worked as a nanny. On Sundays when we were at our programs or with friends, she worked as a nanny. Saturday afternoons and Sundays she worked as a nanny. She spent her whole life taking care of other people. Literally. She was like, even when she was like in her 60s and retired, she was like, maybe I should go back to work to take care of kids. I looked at her like, are you crazy? You done like 45 years taking care of kids, taking care of people. No. And she was like doing people's funerals too. I think she organized like 5 funerals that I know of. So she organized 5 funerals. Plus she also took care of kids like 40 something years. Because even after she retired from her 9 to 5 job, she actually opened her own little personal daycare in her condo. So my mother had a daycare in her condo when she was in her late 50s and 60s. She was forced into retirement. Her doctor told her, you can't work no more. My mother had to be forced into retirement. Her doctor gave her final notice, was like, if you don't quit, you're going to need bone replacements. The doctor told her she's going to need new leg bones. That was it. Her legs, she was losing the ability of her legs. It was over. So, and my mother walked 6 miles, like about 6 miles to work and back for like 30 years. No, 20 years. And then she walked 3 miles to work and back the last 10 years. The first 20 years of her job, she walked all the way from the Hill, and people that know the Hill in Pittsburgh will know what I'm talking about. She walked all the way from near downtown Pittsburgh to Oakland. Everybody know that it's a MAC. It's a walk. It's a long walk to walk from downtown Pittsburgh to Oakland. And my mother walked out every morning with only a cup of coffee and an egg in her stomach. She always left all the food for all the kids in the house. She never ate breakfast. For 20 years, my mother never ate a breakfast meal. 20-something years. She would have an egg and a cup of coffee and go, and she would walk at least 6 miles to work. And when I tell y'all, my mother was built, like people would be like, oh, your mom is thoroughbred. Even when my mother was in her 60s, small waist, her hips and butt was bigger than her waistline. She was always curvy. And bombshell. She was built like a bombshell, the pin-up girls, but thicker. And I told her, I said, that's from all that walking. She said, I ain't never get the bus to work. I walk. I was like, woo! She walked. And what's funny is that when she would leave out the house, we always thought she was like getting in the car. We were like, oh, somebody's picking you up. She would say, yeah, your stepdad is going to meet me and take me to work. She never said that we're walking to work. Like, I didn't find out till years later that take me to work mean actually walking her to work on those days. So 3 days a week, my stepdad would walk her to work, 6 miles. The other day, she would just walk by herself because he had problems with his liver. He was sick. So some mornings he had to go to the clinic and he couldn't walk her to work. And we had to go to school. So she would walk 6 miles, like 6 a.m. in the morning in the dark, in the cold winter. Can y'all imagine walking from one city to another in the cold winter by yourself, 6 a.m. in the morning with only a cup of coffee and a boiled egg? And people think they're strong. When people say, I'm so strong, I'd be like, nah, I didn't see somebody strong. My mama was strong. She had to come home after work, take care of 6 kids, her sick husband. Her husband was dying. She would come home and cook for 8 people. After working sometimes 9 hours at her job. She would work 9 hours taking care of rich people's kids. 9 hours as one of the head daycare providers. Okay? because she got promoted. She was one of the heads of the department. She'd take care of a bunch of kids for like 9 hours sometime, come in, and then cook for 8 people, clean, whatever. Crazy. That's why when we got 16, we was like, Mom, we don't want you paying for that no more. When we all turned 16, we was like, Mom, we got this. My mom was like, y'all ain't got to get a job if y'all don't want to. I'm still working. We was like, we got this, Mom. My mom we did not let our mother buy our clothes. After 16, we was like, we got it. We'll buy all our school supplies. And it was so nice to see my mom being able to finally buy herself something to go on a little trip with her best friend once a year, because we told her, we got it. We got jobs now. Go ahead and get you a taxi to work sometime, whatever. Hi, everybody. Somebody said the rich life. Yeah. See? Can't nobody tell my mom that she didn't earn her way. She served. She spent her whole life serving. And I'm going to spend my whole life serving. I'm not retiring, y'all. I know that's crazy. I don't want to retire. I don't want to feel myself die. I don't want to feel myself rot. I don't want to feel death taking me. That's none of my business, y'all. That's none of my business until I fall. That's none of my business. I don't want to know the fall. I fall. There it is. But I was laughing all the way down. I was doing everything I wanted to do all the way down, because we all falling. You falling right now. The moment you was born, your body might have grew, but your soul is falling. You got to fall to get up. You got to fall to go up. It's a loop, down and up. So your soul is falling, and once it's falling, it's done. It's like, I can't fall no more, and then it goes up. I know y'all been told soul go up. Your soul is actually settling in your body. See? Once it settles all the way in and it's accepted who you are, you and your body has become one. The soul has become complete one. Then it can go up. Okay? Then it can go up. But if your soul and your body doesn't completely become one, you will not go up. You will stay in the in-between. And then you will get another body maybe, or be something else, or be in something else, and do it all over again. I don't want to do it all over again. I want to try something new in the next life. I want to try something new in the next life. So I'm not retiring. I'm a do all the things I'm chosen to do until this soul got no choice but to settle all the way in his body. Okay? I don't want to repeat the same life. I don't want to learn the same lessons over and over and over again. The toughest lessons. Who want to do that? Who want to do that? Like, this is real talk, y'all. It's toxic. I'm going to do this life again and learn the same damn lessons? No. I should have followed through. The first time. Maybe I deserve to be in purgatory. Some people deserve to be in purgatory. How many times do the Creator got to knock you aside your head and say, do it? How many times? Purgatory is literally a spanking. That's what it is. Purgatory is literally you the kid, the hard-headed kindergarten kid, sat in the corner with a clown hat on. That's what purgatory is. Y'all. Purgatory is the Creator putting you, saying nothing is going to come through for you until you stop being hard-headed. Get in the corner. Time out. Now, time out to us may be a couple of days. Okay? The days are short to us, but not when we're in purgatory as a soul. When you're in purgatory as a soul, nope. The days feel long. The seasons feel long. And who wants to be in that purgatory? Isn't this purgatory sometimes enough? Sometimes when we get in physical purgatory, isn't that tough enough? So I'm going to go ahead and do this until I die because I don't want to be in metaphysical purgatory. I don't want to be in that one. The darkness is there's nothing going on. So the days are low. See, we have things to see to distract us from the purgatory energy. But when you go into the metaphysical world, there ain't no distractions. It's the same thing. Everything's the same color. Everything looks dull. Everything's boring. No, I'm going to finish this. Whatever this mission is, I didn't figure out my mission. I'm going to get this done. Okay? This is the last I don't never want to see the purgatory that I didn't see physically again. I don't ever want to. I've been in health purgatory. I've been in financial purgatory where it was like, I can't even save no money. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that ever again in association with what I'm doing right now. If I got to be in financial purgatory in the next life, it's going because I'm doing something else. If I got to be in financial purgatory in the next life for discipline, it's going because I'm doing something else, not what I'm doing in this life. Hi, everybody. I can't do it. Because I'll F around and be like, I guess I'll stay in the purgatory because I just can't do the same life again, God. How many times I'm going to be? How many times? I guess I'll just stay in this dark, gloomy, shadow place and be miserable and insane. Okay? Because I ain't trying to do this again. I ain't trying to do this again. Finish it because you don't want to do it again. And you don't want your kids to be forced, or your family members to be forced to show up to help you do it again. That's not fair at all. And making your ancestors keep on working another 90 years. Your ancestors are going to look at you when you die and be like, you little hard-headed little child. Your ancestors are going to see you when you die and be like, we told you 1,000 times what to do. And now you got to go on back and we got to do this again? Man, I'm telling you, your grandmother might slap you first before saying, go ahead back again. You might get slapped in the face by your great grandma and said, I got to do this again. I got to pull out the same scriptures for you. I got to give you the same scripture numbers in a whole different body. Disrespectful. Your ancestors going to be like, I know you ain't got us going to the same part of this library. We just spent 90 years of your physical life in this library. In this owl. In this Akashic records. And you mean to tell me we got to go back to this owl again? Another 90 years? Because I know I would. If my child came over on the other side at 90 years old, and we both 90 together, we both old together now, and I look at my child and be like, so you didn't learn your lesson, huh? So you want your ancestors to be slaves on the other side? I can't. You gonna treat me like a slave for you, and I'm dead. Didn't I already be a slave when I was alive? I will look at my daughter and be like, was I not a slave when I was alive? Why are you trying to make me a slave while I'm dead? A slave for you. When I gave you, I gave you my genes. I gave you life. And you gonna keep me stuck here, the slave for you another 90 years? Because we got unfinished business. No, I'm tired of this. I'm ready to go to God so this can be your unfinished business. Because I did my job. You didn't go rest of the way. So this needs to be your unfinished business. So I can go up to heaven. I need to go to heaven. I'm tired of hanging around you, even seeing the toxic things you're doing, but waiting on you to get through them so I can help you and help you get through those too sometime. No, I'm tired of this. I want to go to the heavens. I'm about to appeal. I'm about to file an appeal with God. So this can be your unfinished business. I'm done. Sometimes our ancestors do slap us from the other side. Y'all can't. Our ancestors do be beating us from the other side. I know y'all think they don't. They do. When they don't show up and you be like, where you at? And they don't say nothing. They be like, shut the F up. You on punishment. Don't ask me where I'm at. I'm right here behind you with nothing for you. I'm standing behind you, but you on punishment. So don't ask me where I'm at. That's what our grandmas be when we out here trifling. When our grandmothers see us trifling, they looking at us, and we in here being trifling, they say, I'm about to stonewall you. Our dear grandma be like, I'm a stonewall you because you trifling. And you have been hard-headed, and I keep on helping you, and you don't listen. So I'm not saying nothing to you for a while. You are blocked from hearing us till you stop being trifling. Y'all, I tell you. I am so tired. Y'all, I'm not tired of what I'm doing. I'm tired of this life. I have never been so tired of something. Like, I don't know why. Like, I guess the older you get, the more tired you get of your current life. You be like, I love what I do, but can't I just leave this body and do it like God? Can't I just like go on in this world without this body? I'm tired. Like, I just want to do this without, why do I always have to be seen? Like, why can't I just be a spirit doing this so I can just always be at peace? Like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of having a body that's a challenge in society. Because all of our bodies is a challenge, y'all. White, black, Chinese, half white, half black. However you want to flip it. Our bodies are all a challenge. Okay? I know people think, oh, only minorities. No, y'all, even white people. There's some white people that might want your help. And they like, this is a challenge. See, this is a challenge. Like, this is true, y'all. It's a challenge. Humans is too critical. We're too critical. We can't help it. We literally cannot help it. We have been trained. It's like once your frontal lobe is developed, you're critical. I don't ever remember being even the slightest critical when I was under 25. I don't remember that. I was around 19-year-olds that seemed narcissistic. I just moved on. I had nothing to say. I didn't even care. But it's like, once that frontal lobe developed, you're like, I can't stand this. I don't like this. I don't like you. This is the You're like, oh my goodness. This body, this physical body, the trauma, the pain is interfering with my ability to be free. I'm sick of this body reminding me of pain. Hi, everybody. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm going to get back on a little later. Thanks for joining me in the video. I think I'm going to get on sometimes at 8:30 a.m. since a lot of y'all seem to come in after that time. Okay? All right, y'all. I hope I helped y'all. I hope the stories was inspiring. I hope y'all had a good laugh. I hope y'all had a little bit of a release. And I hope y'all find some peace today. Protect your energy, because once that retrograde energy come through, it's going to get real messy. Okay, the social world going to get messy. I think I'm going to go on a vacation, y'all. I think I'm going to take me a little vacation once that retrograde come in, and I'm going to take my books and I'm a shop. I'm a shop, because it's going to be some nice stuff. The Emperor going to bring some nice stuff to us. The Emperor energy coming through. It's going to be some nice stuff on the shelves. But I'm keeping to myself because I don't feel like arguing with people. All right, y'all. Bye, everybody. I just want to snap this shit.